Thing. Here on Earth, it's refreshing. It brings life. It's just water falling from the sky. But what if I told you that in the vast, dark stretches of the universe, rain isn't always made of water? Imagine a world where the rain isn't water. It's not even acid like on Venus. Imagine looking up into a dark, howling sky and seeing glittering, liquid gemstones falling towards you at thousands of miles an hour. Liquid rubies. Liquid sapphires. Welcome to WASP-121b. It is an alien world that sounds like a treasure hunter's wildest dream, but in reality, it is a cosmic nightmare. Today, we are taking a journey to one of the most extreme, bizarre, and fascinating exoplanets ever discovered. We're going to find out where it is, why it's being ripped apart, and the incredible science behind its gemstone rain. Make sure to hit that subscribe button, because the universe is way weirder than you think. Let's blast off. To find this bizarre world, we have to travel about 850 light-years away from Earth, into the constellation of Puppis. Here, we find a massive, glowing star, and orbiting dangerously close to it is our subject, WASP-121b. So what exactly is it? Astronomers classify WASP-121b as a hot Jupiter. Like our Jupiter, it's a gas giant. It doesn't have a solid surface you could stand on, but the similarities end right there. You see, our Jupiter is far away from the sun. It's freezing cold. WASP-121b, on the other hand, is practically hugging its host star. It is so incredibly close to its star that a single year on this planet, one full orbit, takes just 30 hours. Think about that. You could celebrate your birthday every single day, but you really wouldn't want to, because it's so close. WASP-121b is caught in a gravitational chokehold called tidal locking. Tidal locking means the planet never spins freely like Earth does. One side is permanently facing the star, caught in an eternal, scorching daytime. The other side is permanently facing the dark, freezing void of space, trapped in an endless, pitch-black night. Because of the star's immense gravity, the planet is literally being stretched. It isn't even a perfect sphere anymore. It's shaped like an American football, and its atmosphere is slowly being ripped away into space. But the real magic and the real horror happens when we look at the weather. Let's drop down into the atmosphere of the dayside. But we better bring the best heat shields ever invented, because this side faces the star 24/7. Temperatures here reach an absolutely mind-blowing 3,000 degrees Celsius, or roughly 5,400 degrees Fahrenheit. That is hotter than the melting point of almost every metal on Earth. It's hotter than the lava inside a volcano. It's actually so hot that molecules can't even stay together. Water molecules are completely torn apart. The heat literally rips the hydrogen and oxygen atoms away from each other. But it's not just water. Down here, in this stellar oven, metals like iron, magnesium, chromium, and vanadium don't exist as rocks or solids. They don't even exist as liquids. The heat is so extreme that these heavy metals actually vaporize into a gas. Imagine breathing in air that is made of vaporized iron. But this gas doesn't just sit there. The massive temperature difference between the permanent day side and the permanent night side creates the most violent winds you could possibly imagine. We are talking about supersonic winds blowing at 11,000 miles per hour, around 18,000 kilometers per hour. That is over 40 times faster than the most powerful hurricane ever recorded on Earth. These winds sweep up all that vaporized iron and other metals and drag them violently toward the dark side of the planet. And that is where the magic happens. Welcome to the night side. Here, the temperature drops drastically. It's still incredibly hot, around 1,500 degrees Celsius, but compared to the day side, it's practically a freezer. As those supersonic winds carry the vaporized metals from the day side into the cooler night side, a massive physical reaction occurs. The gases cool down, and just like water vapor cools and condenses into rain clouds on Earth, these metal vapors condense. First, the iron condenses, raining down as heavy drops of liquid iron. But iron isn't the only thing in the air. Astronomers detected something else: aluminum and oxygen. When aluminum and oxygen combine and condense in these specific conditions, they form a mineral called corundum. If you aren't a geologist, you might not know what corundum is. but you definitely know what it looks like when it mixes with trace amounts of other metals. On Earth, we call red corundum a ruby, and we call blue corundum a sapphire, because the atmosphere of WASP-121b has traces of chromium, iron, and titanium. Scientists believe that as these clouds form and burst on the night side, they create liquid drops of corundum. It literally rains liquid rubies and sapphires. Imagine standing in the dark, with hurricane-force winds screaming around you, while glowing red and blue jewels rain from the sky, crashing into a bottomless ocean of liquid metal gas. It is a scene straight out of a fantasy novel, but it's happening right now, 850 light-years away. Eventually, these liquid gems are swept deep into the planet or carried back to the day side by the winds, where they are instantly vaporized again, starting the bizarre, violent cycle all over. You might be wondering, how in the world do we know it rains rubies on a planet 850 light-years away? We've never been there. It's all thanks to the incredible power of the Hubble Space Telescope and the James Webb Space Telescope, using a technique called spectroscopy. When WASP-121b passes in front of its star, the starlight filters through the planet's atmosphere. Different chemicals block different colors of light. By looking at the light that reaches Earth, scientists can see barcodes or missing colors that tell them exactly which chemicals are in the air. In 2022, an international team of scientists mapped out these chemicals for both the day side and the night side. They found the exact signatures of water being torn apart and the vaporized metals that make up rubies and sapphires. It's a masterpiece of modern astronomy. WASP-121b reminds us just how wild our universe is. We spend our lives complaining about a little bit of rain or snow, completely unaware that out there, planets are being ripped apart by gravity and battered by supersonic storms of liquid gems. Earth is a quiet, comfortable oasis in a universe of extremes. And maybe, after learning about the ruby rain of WASP-121b, regular water rain doesn't seem so bad after all. What do you think is the craziest planet discovered so far? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this journey into deep space, please leave a like and subscribe to SideQuest for more cosmic mysteries. Hit that bell icon so you never miss a new adventure with us. Thanks for watching, and keep looking up.